Everyone else is an HOFer.
Yeah, that logo column right there. It's going to be HOF for Adrian Peterson as well. That's for sure.
He's like, here's my measurements.
Yeah.
You don't have to, I got them.
Might be in 20 years.
Make it for me.
Go for another 15, it looks like.
Yeah, that's like my junior high school room I'm looking at right there. This is such it's my favorite full screen of all time. Yeah, it's everything. Bed sheets.
Jim Brown did it in 9 years, correct? In a day and age where I think there was the hitch and the slant. That's it.
You know, a button hook.
Eagles got to 6-6. Do they move up the power rankings, you think? From best to the worst, Elliot Harrison dishes out the highs and lows of the NFL Power Rankings presented by U.S. Army. You can tune in tonight at 6 p.m. and only on NFL Network. So Sunday, unfortunate news. We all saw A.J. Green leave the field during the Bengals' loss to the Broncos on Sunday. And yesterday, Green learned his fate for the remainder of the season. Our Ian Rappaport has more.
As soon as it became clear the Bengals star receiver A.J. Green's day was over on Sunday, the fears immediately surfaced. He had re-injured his toe, and the thought was that his season would be over. And after examinations on Monday, that is exactly what happened. Sources say A.J. Green is expected to be placed on injured reserve, ending his 2018 season. He's got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday morning, but the plan is for him to have surgery to repair that toe that he's been battling with for most of the last month. If all goes well during the surgery, and of course that is expected, Green should have a recovery time of about 4 months, meaning he will be healthy for training camp and could participate some in OTAs and minicamp. Either way, for the Cincinnati Bengals, whose team has been decimated by injuries all season, it is another significant starter, one of their best players, out for the season.
Focus point will be John Ross, of course. Joe Mixon doing his thing out there. Not good news for those Bengals who started the season so hot. Let's start with some news right now with Will Selva out in the newsroom out in L.A. What's shaking?
Hey, thanks, Gary K. Appreciate that. Well, the Packers having to do something they haven't had to do in 13 years. That'd be search for a new head coach. As we all know, Mike McCarthy was fired after Sunday's loss to the Cardinals. That team president and CEO, Mark Murphy, called, quote, unacceptable at a press conference Monday. Murphy said McCarthy's tenure had run its course and change was needed. Joe Philbin will fill in on an interim basis. As for Aaron Rodgers' relationship with his former head coach, it had been questioned this season. But Rodgers says they had a great relationship with highs and lows like any other.
Well, the frustrating thing, I think this year, as much as any other year, is some of the stuff that came out about him and I's relationship. And as I told you all here many times on Wednesdays, we've met more this year than any other year. A lot of that is about the game plan and about the stuff that we like or don't like, but a lot of that's just talking about life. As much as, was made, conjectured about him and I's relationship, it was always built on mutual respect and communication. And that's why this is a different day for myself and the guys in the locker room.
Meanwhile, Seahawks linebacker Michael Kendricks has been reinstated off suspension by the NFL, and head coach Pete Carroll says Kendricks is ready to go for their Week 14 matchup with the Vikings. Kendricks was suspended 8 games after pleading guilty to insider trading charges in September. Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer would love to see some changes to that Minnesota offense. After just 13 rush attempts in the loss to the Patriots, Zimmer reiterated his desire to run the ball more. Offensive coordinator John DeFilippo responsible for the play calling that has seen them average 21.1 carries a game, ranking them 29th in the NFL. When asked if he thought the Vikings ran the ball enough against the Patriots, Zimmer summed up his feelings with a one-word answer: no. So come on, Vikes, Zim, let's get our guy Tay-Train involved, Let's get this thing going again. Right? Come on. Let's tote the rock back there. Let's give it absolutely. Friend of the show. He wore matching tennis outfits with Schrags. I mean, it's legit here.
It was Wimbledon.
It's
Yes.
your team now,
There always is.
That's it. I've now adopted the Vikings, Will, so I'm with you. Let's get a little bit more Latavius Murray, a little more Dalvin Cook.
Let's do it.
And hey, if we can rattle off, the Vikings, we can rattle up 4 more wins. Watch out. Atlanta could be the destination.
Ooh.
Nice. Wow.
That was a big leap.
Vikings
jumped up a notch.
Vikings Twitter loves you. Cowboys Twitter, different story,
Not
Shrek.
so
We
much.
got Vikings Twitter.
Not so much.
Sure. Cowboys have plenty of fans. Vikings fans, I'm here for you.
More from Will
Yeah.
Aldo here on NFL Network. More news from coast to coast as we get set for Week 14, but not until we recap and relive the best of Week 13, which is officially in the books. Before we move on, anybody want to take a look back at Odell Beckham Jr.'s arm talent? How about Keenan Allen's brilliant hands. How about Philip Lindsay's fab, fast feet? We live for this. Presented by Pepsi.